Yeah, go for it.
Hello everyone! We are obviously back from our trip now. Boo. It's a bit sad, isn't it? But we thought we'd just do a little summary.
We got on the road and they both needed to go to bed, which they did very quickly, and then we had pretty much a plain sailing drive home, didn't we? They woke up for a little bit on the train, and then everyone went back to sleep. Yeah.
Well, we both said that I don't know why we've only ever done it on the tunnel once before. We'll definitely do that again.
Yeah,
it's the best.
Always.
Right, anyway, so I've got some questions for you all. Are you ready for some questions? Yes, okay. So the first question is, what was your favourite ride on this trip?
No, do you want to go first?
You go first?
Yeah. Pirates and Haunted Mansion.
Good choices.
Good choices.
Any particular reason why you just like them, or was there more of a reason?
Because I like Haunted Mansion, it's because it sounds like a spooky noise and it's spooky.
You like the spookiness?
Yeah.
Good choice.
And because of pirates, it had the yo ho ho ho. I like that song. So
Yeah, that is a good song.
I love Pirates, to be fair.
Yeah.
And what was your...
My two, I was going to pick Pirates.
Right.
Well, I actually had two. One was Small World.
Yeah.
Purely because I like that ride anyway, and I enjoyed seeing Roxie's face of delight on it.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. My second was something that was completely not in any of the videos, was when we went on Space Mountain, Hyperspace Mountain. Purely because of the memory of the fact that we didn't have this on the video because we couldn't take, me and Lottie just did it on our own, individually, and we just left all our stuff with the pram, so I didn't take my phone, didn't take the camera or anything.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, you had a few more people, but I literally saw no one. I walked through an empty queue line for 5 minutes and then got to the front of where they let you on the ride, and the man said, "Are you English?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "You can go anywhere you like." And there was literally not a soul apart from that man. And I picked right at the front of the thing.
Right.
And it was just, a very insane, very fun ride. But I just thought, I don't think I'll ever experience anything like that ever again.
No.
Like to not see a soul on that ride and to be the only person on the train for the whole ride, and then to come off and and to be the only thing. And then when they showed the photos, it was hilarious because it was like empty seat, empty seat, empty seat, empty seat, empty seat.
Were you like this?
Yeah, pretty much exactly. So I think that one and It's a Small World. For me, it was between Pirates and Small World, but you picked Pirates and Small World. I enjoyed Roxie's expressions on that, which hopefully you'll have seen on the video. Yeah,
mine is normally Tower of Terror is always my ultimate favourite, but I was so worried about you that probably it didn't quite make top spot this time. But yeah, oh my god, Small World with Roxie is just another level. Both of you really. It was really fun picking out your favourite character, and it really meant something special to us, didn't it? It was great.
Very nice.
Okay, so next question. Your cheese. What was your favourite character meet? So who did you enjoy meeting the most? Should we go first?
Oh, I also have two for this one.
Okay.
My favourite was the Chewbacca and Darth Vader. I was surprised because that one was one I was going to leave because I thought, well, you three aren't like the biggest fans of that in the world. But I thought those were really like interactive, really good. They were both really good characters to meet. My other one was, you can't deny, like meeting Mickey for the first time with Roxie.
Yeah.
That was kind of why we went. Kind of why we went.
It was hilarious, yeah.
So seeing her react to that was lovely.
Yeah.
So those are my two.
Yeah, good choice. Are you going next, Lyra?
Yes, my favourite was Daisy and Minnie.
Okay, good choices. Any particular reason?
Because I like meeting Minnie is because she has a bow and I really like the skin of her and the legs because they look like tights.
Yeah, Good point. Yeah. Excellent. My favourites were that first time meeting Mickey. Actually, that whole first meet and greet experience. I'm glad we did that first because you got to see Cinderella, so you were over the moon about that. And we had a good old chat with her as well, didn't we? And then obviously Roxie got to meet Mickey and was waving from about 3 miles away.
It was
and
hilarious.
It was pretty funny. She just loved it. Every time she met a character, it was just the best thing. But I thought we also had really good fun when we met Jessie. Roxie didn't do that, but me and you went to see Jessie, didn't we? And that was really good fun. Can you remember that one? Yeah, and she was dancing with you, and they were doing poses and things when we went in with when Woody was there. So that was really good as well. Okay, next question. What was the favourite thing that you ate? So favourite snack or meal or drink or food or drink, basically. That's fine.
This is a tricky one for me because probably the favourite thing I ate was something that I bought from home. I don't.
What was it?
Well, you know, I really like that bag of cashew nuts that I took, and and I really like some of the snacks that we made. No, the problem is obviously if you're choosing to not eat like meat and be vegan, Disneyland Paris is difficult anyway, and at the moment, so much stuff is closed. So many, so on our last night, so many places we were expecting to go to that said they were open weren't open, and we couldn't really figure out why. It must have just been a staffing numbers. Obviously, they're not fully back. They're not back fully open yet, so it must just simply be the fact that there's just not enough staff around. So that I found quite difficult because obviously, you know, we got by, but it's just that if you're choosing to try and eat like that, there's not a lot on offer. I think there's more on offer now in the other parks and like sort of American stuff, but in Paris it's impossible. So I liked the burger place we ate in on the first night in Hollywood Studios, which is just in the the entrance, the Studio One entrance. I don't know what it's called, but there's only one burger place there. That was nice, and there was a good vegetarian option there, and that was quite nice.
Yeah, I think it was hard, wasn't it? Because that last night we felt like we were walking around for ages trying to find somewhere that was just open. Never mind somewhere that like had that had something that we actually wanted to eat. But yeah, I think it was just maybe the time of day. I think probably they're all probably open over lunchtime maybe, and it was just the time of day was maybe not ideal for when we wanted to eat. We found somewhere eventually, it was great, but we did go to about 4 or 5 different restaurants first.
We're just walking around the park, but that's not. That was down to, and this you were saying that this was down to the stuff wasn't particularly up to date. Same with the rides, like things said it was open on the app or the website, and they weren't. So that's not all our fault, but it did mean that we were walking around aimlessly looking for something.
But you did have an incredible step count, so
yeah, that last day,
silver linings.
29,000 steps, and we broke all records. So yeah, it didn't hurt.
I like that. Oh my god.
Okay, right.
So Lyra, what was your favourite thing that you ate on our trip?
The pizza. Daddy, you say I'm not mini.
Sorry.
Mini.
Pizza. When did we have pizza?
The second night in Disney Village.
Yes. Okay. I don't remember what that place was called. That was
It was
Disney
called
Village, next to Five Guys.
Sure, it was called piano something, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
It had a piano reference because I kept saying it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's next to Five Guys. If you're interested, we should have probably done the research and found out, but we didn't know she was going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice though, to be fair. And the pizza was in the shape of Mickey, which I thought was quite good. Yeah. Right. My favourite thing that I ate or drank the whole time was the milkshake that we had in Victoria's.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. So
I also wasn't involved in this either.
Even the Capsan.
Capri-Sun.
See, Tesco's.
Yeah. I had a banana one and you had a strawberry one, is that right?
Yeah.
And they were just so tasty. And they did chocolate ones and Nutella ones as well. And they had like sort of Disney characters on top. Mine looked like Olaf, which I thought was really cool. And yours looked like Minnie.
Yeah.
So I would recommend those. And also you can go and sit down in there. They've got like umbrellas and stuff. If it's sunny, get out the sun.
it's not the most comprehensive review for food and snacks, is it? Because
No.
we did kind of go on a budget because the holiday was so impromptu. We literally from booking to going was a couple of days, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
So I
less than a
mean,
week.
we really didn't plan it, and we really wanted to do it on a budget because it was kind of just like, let's just pack the car and go. So I think if we were going to Florida like we were planning to this year, or anything else, I think we would have had a lot more comprehensive review on all the restaurants and the snacks and things. But we didn't really do that much because we just kind of survived on stuff we took from home and the odd meal here and there. So, but anyway, hey ho.
Yeah. Right. So next question is, what's your top tip?
Okay. Well, my top tip probably it's just come to me while we were talking about the last thing is I do really favour going on the tunnel in the car.
Yeah.
The fact that, I mean, we live in the sort of southeast, and it's not that far to get. It's about 4.5 hours in total of driving, not including the crossing or the wait time either side. So it's not too bad. 3 hours in France, hour and a half this side. The ability to be able to take your car, if you're going with kids, being able to go, okay, do you know what? Let's put in 12 massive bottles of water. Let's put in the buggy. Let's put in the carrier. Let's put in an extra suitcase of stuff. All these bags of snacks. Let's just take it because we can. Because we simply drove to the hotel, parked, the car stayed there for 3 days, and then we could be on foot. It gave us that. It gave us the ability to have that stuff. So I think driving and in doing so, having the ability to take bags of snacks from Tesco's. Make your own sandwiches up. Take some bags of snacks for the girls.
At the moment,
crisps.
It's kind of up in the air if you can get water from the restaurants and all the fountains are closed.
Snacks.
So
Handy snacks.
on hand all the time. You want some too?
She
Come
wants
on
some
then.
too. Yeah, there we go.
Come on then. I don't know what that is. Come on. So what's your top tip then, Lyra?
My top tip was going on the train and
A few moments later.
Same as Daddy's? Yeah, okay, good plan. Oh my God. In the tunnel, yeah.
Well, you like being in the car, didn't you? Because you had your
Home
seat
comfort.
and your exactly, and you could watch the iPad when we were driving, and we could listen to our music, and it was nice. It was good fun.
Yeah. But was there actually a tip that you had? Or what was it then?
Yeah.
Getting dressed and all of the.
That's actually a really good tip.
That's a good tip. Disney bounding.
Yeah, we
didn't mention it.
We said every
Every
day. All of us as a team. So we did Cinderella, Mickey and Minnie, and was like the core characters, and then Winnie the Pooh. And I would say it enhances interaction.
Yes.
Definitely. And it's fun. I mean, who wouldn't want to dress as their favourite Disney characters? Anyway, my top tip is on the first day, you were so excited. We were all really excited. So was Roxie. She really wanted a balloon. We dove straight in there. We got a balloon. And then when we went to Magic Kingdom or the Disneyland Park, we weren't allowed to go on any rides. Because
we had the balloon.
We had a balloon. So if you're not taking a buggy that you can kind of attach it to, which we did the second and third day, then I would recommend not buying a balloon until the end of the day, perhaps.
They did love it, as you saw,
Yeah, oh my
hopefully
gosh,
from
they
the
did.
video. But
Yeah.
good tip.
Yeah. So finally, then, your most magical moment of the trip. Now, this could be anything, but just something that
Well,
kind of gave.
So I think it would be silly to not acknowledge the last night, last people in the park madness. That is something I genuinely think I don't like the Space Mountain thing. I don't think that will ever happen again. Because the parks are closing earlier at 8, it's still daylight in the summer. Went into a few shops. We didn't even have to try that hard, didn't have to wait that long. Went into a few shops, and as we came out, it's like everyone's gone from the park. Everyone was gone. So you've got an empty Main Street, you've got an empty castle. For me, just having those pictures of the children, that's something that will stay with me forever. And they talk about the photo on the Disney groups you know, where you stay till the very end and you get
You
the
mean
pictures
the
of
photo.
the photo
Yeah.
where they wait till the very end and they get the picture of their kids up down an empty main street or whatever. And that's amazing. It's always at night. And you always have to wait till like 1:30 and all this sort of stuff. And I think the ability to be able to do it at sort of 8:30 in the evening, in the broad daylight on a sunny day, was just like a catalogue shot. I didn't ever think we'd get. And then obviously, I referenced it in the videos, but similar things in Hollywood studios where you just look down these massive great areas where there's just no people. I think we were really lucky in the impromptu aspect of this trip meant that we were lucky in the sort of the photography of it in terms of the magical look and the fact that there just wasn't really anyone there.
So yeah, that's something that I honestly believe we'll never ever get again. But it's not just the taking photos, although I'm glad that we did so that we can remember it. But, and my memory's so terrible, but just that vibe, that feeling of being there in the park and all the music's still going, but you're the only people there, and the castle and everything's so empty. And even the next morning with early magic hours,
not really many people there.
No,
Was there?
and Lyra's like running up through the middle of the castle. So I have zero regrets. I'm so happy that we went, or slash I talked you into it.
Well, you did, but I mean, I accept that now, and you know, admittedly, I was worried, and I was like, is this neat? But yeah, I accept it. It was a perfect kind of holiday. Definitely one of my favourite visits ever to a Disney park.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And it wasn't the best trip. It wasn't the worst. It was very different in a lot of ways, but it was interesting to kind of be a part of and see. You know, so yeah.
And just remember forever.
10 minutes
And that's it, I guess. That's all the things, unless anyone else has anything else to add. Do you want to add anything else?
Yes.
Okay, so your least favourite. What was your least favourite?
My least favourite was
One eternity later.
Tower of Terror Ride.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Never ever going to do that again, are you? But that's okay, you did it, and that's great. So brave. Well done. I don't know if I have a least favourite. I just loved it all. I can see why you said that, Lyra. Although, and I have to say, I didn't enjoy Tower of Terror. That was my least favourite time on Tower of Terror with you. Just like... But it was all just brilliant.
What was your least favourite though?
This is what I'm trying to... I don't know. I don't think I have a least favourite.
I didn't like the fact that we couldn't find any Baby Yoda stuff at all.
Good point.
Right, not anywhere. I mean, this must be a supply issue because of the COVID-19 thing. But we do have this, which is why he's here. But there was just not even any reference to. Everyone had the Baby Yoda T-shirts on. It's obviously a big thing now. You'd think they're missing a massive merchandising opportunity.
Yeah.
There's just not even a reference to it. No posters, no coming to wherever. Just nothing. So that was a surprise. But our very good friend made this for us, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's really cute. Do you want him? Oh.
Anyway,
Right,
should we
say
wrap this
goodbye
up?
then.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Oh, and even my favourite was
20 minutes later.
20.
Lyra,
All the feels.
I think it would be silly to not acknowledge the
10 minutes later.
Play-Doh Cinderella.
Yeah.
Come and sit back here with us.